Hi, and welcome. Yeah, a lot of light here on my face. Snowing outside. And you might hear snow plows, kind of like Santa's sleigh for drivers who are struggling in the snow. Because it is snowing here. We're only supposed to get about 4 inches, but my granddaughter's school in Bennington closed for half a day because it's supposed to be a tough commute. It is a little bit later than I normally would record, but it's all good. It's just lots of light because it is a snowy day out there. Welcome, and welcome to all my new subscribers, and welcome to my faithful friends. Thank you for watching. I hope that December started out in a good way for you. It's going by like crazy, and I'm still trying to figure out why I'm so busy, because I don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything. Does anybody else feel like that? My days are just flying by. I have to admit, November wasn't a huge stitchy month for me, although I did manage to make some pretty good progress on my docks in November, because as you might remember, I was going to concentrate on some of my dachshund stitches. And that being said, I may have already showed this, but I'm not sure. So I will show you that I did finish Halloweenies, and this is by Plum Street Samplers, Halloweenies, and I'm really liking that. I did previously finish Jeans and Weenies, so that's 2 down of the ones that I have that I want to stitch. And because I managed to finish Halloweenies, I've also picked up turkey sausage, and that's how far I got on that. And that was just my start, and it would have been good if I'd gotten out the pattern so you could see what it is going to look like when it's done. Although there's quite a few people who stitch these, so you've probably already seen this in one form or another, and maybe you're stitching it too, or you have stitched it. Oh, there go the dogs. So anyway, that's what turkey sausage will look like when it is complete. Of course, it's offset, and I'm trying to accommodate it. Whatever. But it's fun. It's a fun stitch. I've liked what I've done so far. And I like the way it's coming out on this fabric. So let me get the pattern put back in the package. And I will talk about it a little bit. This is, I'm stitching this on a piece of 16 count beautiful beige Aida, and I dyed this myself, and that's what it looks like so far. So all of the markings, this was a beige Aida, and this is my attempt at fabric dyeing, and I like it. So that is all good as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, so that was a good beginning for that. And then the other thing that I wanted to do was this Lizzie Cave, which is Gratitude. It's B51. It's an inspiration boxer. Is it B50? Or, yeah, B51. And it's got the bonus chart. Well, I stitched the bonus chart. So that's what the outside of the chart looks like. And the bonus chart that I stitched and finished, so this was a start and a finish, and I really like that, so that made me happy. So that's another finish for 2019. And I actually did have another new start, even though it wasn't a great stitching month. I did have those couple of finishes, and now I have another new start, and it's Dachshund Jazz. I don't know what the name of the kit is. It's a Riolis kit, and that's what that one looks like. And I had a really good time stitching on this. Yeah, it's not done, but I think I got a pretty good start on it. And of course I don't. I'll put that behind it so you can see. I got a pretty good start. This is the dachshund here, and this cat's almost finished, and I got a good chunk of this cat done. And then there's another cat over here, and then of course that long piano keyboard in through here on the dachshund's back. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. This is a good stitch, and I especially like the Riolis kit because it comes flossed out, and that is a joy. Because the dimensions one, where you have to sort my floss and everything and not know what they are, those are not so much fun. Not bad once you have it set up, but setting those up can be a bear. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I stitched in November until I got to the very last part of November, the last couple of days. And then I started feeling Christmassy. So you may be a little surprised. The one I got out was Wise Men. And it's a Custom Crafts cross stitch. And I just love that. I don't even like the color yellow that much, but something just calls to me with this chart. I mean, I just think this is beautiful. And the design is by Diane Allaire. Sorry for the glare. And maybe it's the camels. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I like it. I like it a lot. And before this, I had finished page 1. So I have moved on. Oops. I don't want to show you dachshund jazz again. I think you've seen enough of that. I forget. This is in one of the... I just put the fabric back in the tube. And I stitch in hand. And let's see. I've got the first couple of columns done of page 2. And I'm working on column 3. And this is the end of page 2. So I've actually made some really good progress on page 2. And I'm really liking it. The only parts I have to go back in the 2 columns and fill in are these. And they're just more of those light colored, like stars up in the sky. I think this is another guy. I'm not sure. But anyway, pretty cool. Actually, that might even be the camel, one of the camels. No, it's another guy. It's another man's head. But I'm really enjoying working on this. So, and this is pretty much all I've stitched on for the month of December is this piece. But it's calling to me, and I find that if I want to stitch, it needs to be something that holds my interest, or I'll burn out and not want to stitch at all. So, let's see. So that's probably it for the stitching. I did place an order with Joann's for Cyber Monday, but the majority of what came was my daughter's gifts for Christmas, and I can't show those to you, but they're not stitchy related anyway. Some of the other things I've been doing is I got into resin casting. I've had resin for a while, and yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of different stuff, and I've really been enjoying it. So one of the things I have is an ice cube mold, and it's a bunch of Wallies. So I've done some resin casting of a bunch of lavender, well, 3, not a bunch, but 3 lavender Wallies that I thought would make good, like scissor fobs or something. And then, not to be outdone, I still had that resin left. I made a little group of Lego men, which were a lot of fun to make. Let me see if I can hold it up there. They're pretty cool. Also lavender. And I made a couple of crosses. This one, that's the back. This one is really pretty. It's kind of an apricot color. and clear, and I think that came out really pretty. And then there's a blue one, and you can see that they've got the charm holes in the top. I thought I might add these to like bookmarks. And I have one here because I'm also trying some resin molding, like manipulating resin before it's completely set. So this is just a light bulb, and that's a piece of packing tape. And this cross wasn't completely cured, so I bent this over the light bulb to make it curve a little. And I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I just think they're really pretty. So if you have any ideas, let me know. And not to be outdone, I won't show you all of these because I have like, I don't know, 40 some that I've made of these little, and this is a clear one. It's just a little gummy bear. And I'll show you the colors that I've made. I've made apricot ones, like the cross that I did. And then I have some yummy blue gummies. And these are really pretty. These are like a pink raspberry color. Wouldn't those be yummy gummies? What I'm thinking of with these is I like to make little charm bracelets, and I thought these would be cute additions to candy charm bracelets. I was trying to find my chocolate. I have one that's like truffles, chocolates with icing and the little swirls and stuff that I made that I really love, and it's just jam-packed with chocolate truffles. So I thought those would make really cute candy charm bracelets. And I got these as a November box from RJ Crafts, and this is Polymer Clay. And these are 2 mittens, and they have some rhinestones, and they're, I don't know if you can see, they're silk screened. And I made these, I put a white back on them, and I sealed them encased them in resin, encapsulated them in resin, and there's a bead and a lobster claw clasp. And what I really liked about this set that I got in my November box was that it's a right and a left. So if I make them thin enough, they would make pretty cool earrings for winter. But as they are now, they're zipper pulls because they're pretty hefty. I mean, they're not real heavy, but they're just thick. But I really enjoyed making these, and I tried to do a video of the process, and it came out okay, but I don't know, not very many people watch my crafting videos, so I'm just going to show them to you here on FlossTube. They were a lot of fun to make. And not to be outdone, see, I'm all over the place this month. I've been having such a good time. I've just been kind of letting my creative inspiration drive me. And so there's going to be more resin casting. There's going to be more polymer clay, because I was just out in my garage looking through all of my books. And I have tons and tons of books. I am a book person. But the other thing that I've been working on, and this is nowhere near done, but I will maybe bring you a little bit on this journey. This is my December daily for 2019, and the cover's not completely done. Like, I have another element to add here. Oop, drop it. And a few other things to add. But I will show you some of the inside, which is really pretty. Because there's a tag here. Let's see if I can. It opens up here, and I can do an introduction to my December daily. And then the back is open to hold tags. And then this is a piece of blue vellum. And there's a little transparency there. And I love the papers. And I've only decorated a few pages, but I'm making notes in my regular journal. And then I will go back and journal in my book. Like, this is a piece of ribbon, and it's really a band that I'll be able to slide a card into. And then, isn't that beautiful? I love, that's my favorite, is that donkey. And then there's Santa. And yep, so there's lots and lots of stuff in my December daily, but it still has lots of opportunity for decorating, and that's my favorite part. And then I left this down here to dangle, and it's kind of a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but I put a little extra down here for the dangle. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm working on my December daily. And then I posted this on Instagram and hashtagged it Not This Christmas. But I was playing around, and I finally got a Halloween die that I had been waiting for, and it's those 3 cats looking up over a ledge. And I decided that, hey, you know, maybe they're Christmas cats. So I put little tiny ornaments on their tails, and a big ornament that they're kind of looking at like cats do. And on the inside, I just wrote, "Have yourself a Mewy Christmas." I just thought that was cute. I think that's going in my December daily. But that was fun to make. And if it wasn't already December 5th when I made it, I might have made some more. Because here's the white cardstock that I die cut it all out of. And then I just colored it with alcohol markers. And it was a lot of fun. And I used a little bit of gold stickles and some Wink of Stella to kind of brighten it up. That was really fun. So, yes, I've been really busy. Maybe that's why I haven't really accomplished much, because I've been playing. I've been playing. And you know what? Don't hate me. You know, life is too short not to have fun. And I've decided, darn it, I'm having fun. And you might have noticed my elf. Not on a shelf, he's on a pin. I made this a few years ago. I taught this, or led this in a Polymer Clay group that I belong to, Adirondack Polymer Clay Guild. And we meet in Queensbury once a month. We haven't met in a couple of months because our fearless leader, Helene, had to have some pretty serious surgery on her foot. And I hope that she is feeling much better. I look forward to going to more meetings. But I will show you my little elf here. I sculpted his face and made his little hat. He's got feathers and ribbons and a little bit of a jewel if I can catch the light. He was a lot of fun. He's got his little side whiskers. So that's my, kind of looks like a German elf. But that's okay because my mother's maiden name was Leichenhauer. So I am half German myself. Wie geht's? Anyway, I hope to be able to keep up on FlossTube. I've been watching FlossTube. Haven't been making a lot of comments because I've been busy while I watch, but I've been enjoying everybody. I've been especially enjoying Gerald, Ginger Gerald Stitcher's Flossmas videos. He's been doing quite a bit, and I appreciate his Christmas cactus because I have a Christmas cactus that's blooming too. I have a couple of other cactuses, cacti, that are probably over 100 years old because I've got those, I got pieces of them from my mother-in-law, Dorothy, and she got them from her mother, who probably got them from her mother. So these cacti have been around a long time. So my hat is off to Gerald for his gardening, because I have, my sunroom is full of plants that I put out on my deck in the summer and bring back in. I even have a mandarin orange tree that goes back and forth. And I get maybe 1 or 2 mandarin oranges off it a year. So that's cool. Let's see. I know there's other things. I was going to talk about my plants. And right now my plants are mostly Christmas related. I have a lot of large Christmas baps that go from Hades to the Custom Crafts to Stony Creek to, I don't know, just, you know, the odd Etsy shop. And that's probably where my focus is going to be. I don't know that I'm going to do any more ornaments because ornaments really aren't my thing. I really do kind of like to stitch in hand, and I like to work on large projects. I do have a plan to do a whip parade, but that's going to be after Christmas, probably before the new year, just so it's a closeout of 2019 and a beginning of 2020, showing what I'm carrying with me. And I think it's a big, pretty full sack. I think it's now over 50 whips. So, yeah, I've probably forgotten some of what I have. So it'll be fun to go back and see them and bring you with me and see what calls to me after that. Yeah, I do want to pick up on Bible journaling, so I am thinking I want to get a new Bible, a journaling Bible that has the wide margins that you can do artwork in. I think that might be fun. I mean, I have my regular NIV. Actually have quite a few Bibles already, but I guess you can never have too many. So I hope that this is finding you happy and healthy and at peace with your craft world and your stitching, and that you're just enjoying the season. I think Sunday we're going to get together, my daughter and my granddaughters and I, and maybe make cookies. Not set in stone yet, but perhaps. And my son's coming home for part of a week before Christmas, so that'll be fun to have him home for a few days. So yeah, December is a lovely time. Oh, and Precious is doing well. I don't have her up here, so I can't pick her up and show her to you, but she is doing well. She's happy. She's fit right in. She's showing that she was the queen of the world, and watch out for her. So, it's all good. Duke just kind of looks at her like, what? Big dog versus little dog. Yeah. I have now got another little dog with the heart of a lion, which is good. So, as usual, I'm rambling, but I don't really have much more to share. So at that point, I will say, as Cinderella's mother said, be kind and be courageous. And from my heart, be colorful. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, God bless and take care.